Make sure you do your syntax first, and then you'll go after you see your left join works. Then go and start doing your conditions. Okay. Y'all have any questions? Okay. Am I on mute? Can y'all hear me? Oh, you say yeah. Okay. Were y'all able to get it to work, or do you have any questions about it, getting it together?
Us to walk through it. My computer shut out before we started, so I think I missed some stuff we talked about.
Oh man! Oh, it sure did. I didn't even know you were gone. I was like, I think she gone. I'm getting an echo too. I don't know who it's from. I think it might be from yours. Shanice.
Shut all the way out, and it just came back up.
Po you. Akira, you good?
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and answer. No, I'm not. I thought I was typing away too, real good. And
where do you get caught up on the own statement?
I don't, yeah. Are you about to go? You about to walk through?
We can.
In the own statement, I think that's where I got stuck.
On his own statement.
I think that's mine too.
Nope. I'm about to walk through it. Okay. Now the use case was, what did I say? I need all. Okay. So that was the use case. All the patient information and test information of all female patients who had an abnormal ECG. Okay. So in order to do that, patient table and the medical test table, those were our data sources. So what I did was I right clicked on my patient table. I'm like, okay, this what I need. This table gives me the first name, last name. It basically gives me all my patient demographic. Okay. Halfway there. Now I need to name my patients table P. We need to do a left join on our patients table because the way that I look at it is I want all the patient data, regardless on if they have a test or not. Give me all their data. So then I'm like, okay, I'm a left join. The other table was the medical test table. So I'm just gonna say, okay, left join on medical test. I'm gonna name my medical test table M. Now, when I look at I do my data investigation, I see the patient ID is the common field in both of them tables. So that's what I have to join it on. Left join patient table to my medical test table on. I'm gonna take this table and I'm gonna take that table. What are you joining it on though? Then we're gonna get into our own statement. On what? P dot patient ID. I'm saying the patient ID from my P table equals M dot patient ID. My patient ID from my medical test table. Now y'all see up here, this patient ID all of a sudden just went crazy. And it's basically like, okay, you got this patient ID up here, but you didn't tell me which table I need to pull it from. So that's when I have to like specify. I want the patient ID from the P table, same way we did down here. Okay. So this will give me all my patient table, like how we got. But in order to satisfy the use case, what else we need? We need test name. So, okay, here it is right here. Test name. Test name. Test date. And the result. And it's going to get all the data that I need. Now, this is going to give me my data, but I asked for abnormal ECGs. So how do I capture that? How do I capture that? I got all my columns here. What do we do to filter down our data?
Where?
Yep. Where test name. What I say? ECG equals ECG. And I said result of all female patients. So test name, gender. Yeah. And what else?
And again, right?
Huh?
You do and again, or you do the?
You right. It's and again. Yep. It's and. You right. You always right when you be stressing out.
Because when I'm doing it myself, man, you just see me last week when I was doing my challenges. I thought I was somebody. I was like, And then I got here to class, and I'm like,
your brain with frozen.
yeah, it did. It froze.
It helps when I watch again, like when I go back after, because I'm so focused. But when I go back, check, I'm like, okay, I get it. It's like foreign the first time, but I'm a bit more visual, so I can pay attention. But when I go back and watch it, practice makes perfect with data, period. You have to just practice. You might not get it the first time. You have to, it's repetitive. Like, and once you get it one time, you'll, everything else will make sense.
Yep.
So, for real.
Okay.
You know what's
we
so
all
crazy?
kind of lost, I'm telling you. And I've seen this before, and I'm still kind of trying to, catch up. But if you go back and watch these again, it will make sense. For real.
Gotcha.
Okay. Akira, I'm gonna be honest. You know how? Okay, so you know how I say stuff to y'all, and like it validates y'all. Like it's like, okay, like you'll turn around, like for example, when Shanice shared her code and I'm looking at her code, I'm like, okay, you're like 80% of the really like 90 mid 90s% of the way. You were like there. Your commas were just out of place. So it's like, okay, you second guess yourself, and then when I look at it and it validates that you really are not as off base as you think you are. When you say stuff like that, it really validates like how I be feeling about stuff. Because like
it's true though.
Yeah. Because it's like even when it comes to like the work, like I've been doing this work for a long time, but at the point that I'm in, it's like literal muscle memory now. Like it's like, okay, I can look at like I can look at like how I looked at Shanice's code. I can look at this and tell exactly where your brain was going. I can tell exactly your thought process. I can tell exactly what you were trying to do. It's like it's second nature to me now. But even now, there are times to where like I'll create a joint statement and I'll forget to specify like which table it pulls from, and it'll give me an error, be like ambiguous. And I go back and be like, oh, okay, I meant to do that, or I missed it out, or whatever. So you're right. It's just like that constant like repetition. And I think that from the side that y'all are sitting on, it's intimidating because it comes with the expectation of perfection. Like I have to get it right. It's either like black or white. It's either like right or wrong. When in reality, it's more or less like it's not a right or wrong. It's more or less like, do you understand how to do this? And do you understand how to figure out how to do it? I get bugs. Like my stuff don't work sometimes. And it's like, okay, I gotta figure out, okay, what went wrong. And that's where that thought process comes from. But I think is your seat, it's very intimidating because it's like, okay, I gotta get it right. And it's like, no, baby, let me see where you got it wrong. So
first of all, you gotta get it wrong to learn how to do it right. Learn how to do it correctly until you
get it wrong.
Messing up somebody like what? And then it's like you'll never get it wrong again.
Yes.
You'll literally never get it wrong again. But it's okay to get it wrong. But it's just like, I get it. It's just like intimidating. But with data, period, we're not computers. So we're not going to understand. Like, we're not AI.
Yes.
So our brain is going to, but once you do it, like I'm telling you, once you get a rhythm, but you have to get it wrong first.
Yep.
It sucks to be wrong, but it helps you faster get it. Like, seriously, y'all, I'm serious. Like, this stuff is new to me per se, but data is data. Like, whichever way you flip it, clean it, analyze it, you're going to get it wrong first. And most of the time, the issue is nobody knows how to get it right. So the way that Larita explains it, I'm telling y'all, you'll never get this at work. They'll never know how to answer it. They'll never know.
Yep.
Like, they will never know how to explain it correctly. But the way that she's breaking it down and like letting us do it is very, very helpful because you have to get it wrong first.
Yep.
Like, you have to get the whole thing wrong. The more wrong you get it, the better you'll understand it.
Yep.
It sounds crazy, but seriously.
Yep.
So we have the challenges and stuff like that, but it does help to go back and watch, even from our first week, just to, because you could have missed something.
Yep.
Like, I missed this week, but I went back and watched it. And now that I'm looking at this, it's like, okay, I get it. But I'm going to go back and just watch the videos until they make sense. And then we can practice as well. That's the kicker. We're able to go and practice and then ask questions. I take notes too. Y'all see me write.
I see your pen over there. Yeah.
Visual. I can't write. My elevator don't go up to the top like everybody else is about data, but I like doing it. So I like the challenge of it, because once you get it, you got it, and you can do it, and you can, however, you can help figure out ways to solve it and everything. That's why they will pay, because it's not easy, but you know, once you know how to do it, it's like
you good. Yeah. And the way what you're describing, Akira, is like it's like a mindset shift. Like, okay, this doesn't work. Oh, Shanice said learning from your mistakes is the best lesson. It is. And in here, like I tell y'all, you can't break nothing in here. Like, I can go back and change this data. I can go back and do whatever I want to this day. This is the perfect spot for you to like tear stuff up in there. Like the data, nobody's using it.
You can't tear it up at work.
Exactly. So, but yeah, you're right though, Kira. And I think with you, I think the fact that I know it's refreshing for me, and I'm pretty sure it's refreshing for the other women as well, because so you've been doing data, but you do a lot of analysis within Excel. And it's like data cleansing, it's a lot of analysis work. And I think it's refreshing for you. And that's why I just let you talk. I'll let you lead. I don't care nothing about that. Because with you, I think you bring a different layer regarding. It's one thing to hear from me. Like, I've been in a space for a long time, like I'm teaching this. But it's another thing to hear from someone that's doing the work, that's like, you really are like a mid-level. So you're past entry level. You're doing the work. But you don't play with me with that little. I'm tired of that little ear, baby.
So crazy.
I'm tired of that little ear, baby. But you have a lot of real work exposure. And when you say things, it's like, this is right. And I think that when you are able to provide that layer of like visibility to that, it probably will provide like some ease to y'all. Because it's like, yeah.
Because we so good, like I'm telling you, like, I would never learn any of this at work.
Yeah.
Because they don't know how to do it.
Yeah,
so just imagine going in, knowing how to do it. Like, they ask, because we like clean the data and stuff. I'm sorry, y'all, my kids are just giggling. When they don't know how to do it, they'll come and ask us, because we know how to actually do it. And then I'm like, if you asking me, you know how to do it, I must be in the wrong position. But that's what will make you like get in with the company.
Yep.
And just kind of, because I'm telling y'all, they don't do this part. It's a headache for them. Mm-hmm. It's a headache when you just are like managing or overseeing stuff, but you actually don't know how to get in and clean up and do all that. It's a major headache to them, for real.
Yes, I love it.
I love it. Just being able to hear from someone else that they experienced that. Because this is my first class that I'm able to attend with y'all. So just hearing from somebody else that, like, you're kind of in the roles. Go back and, because I work St. Jude. It's a lot of just to give y'all a lot of data, and they need a. So it's like very refreshing to hear and be like, okay, I'm a this, you know, like that, get in there and kind of move on and ask for money. Yeah. That's the same. I was a little bit the same. I actually work for Melina in like the case management department, and I saw a lot of holes, and we're getting new positions available because we won the contract for Mississippi. There's just so many like analytic jobs that's out there that's available, and so I was like, yeah, I got to get on this class as soon as possible. Yeah, and you'll see like interviews
because I just I didn't do anything heavy. Like I got
hold on, Shanice, go on mute while Kira talking. I'm getting an echo. Okay, there you go. Say, I didn't hear nothing you said. What you said, Kira?
Is it still echo?
Okay.
Okay. I was just saying, I feel you on that, Shanice, because I actually saw Larita and I was like, I need to be in here. Like I didn't know my first contract was ending or anything, and it just aligned. But along with the career classes that we've been taking to learn how to interview and, all of that, I said, give me $1. I was like, give me $1. Tell them give me $1.
I need more money.
So I'm serious. I asked for it because at first I was like, I'm not going to ask for more money. Like, I'm not greedy, blah, blah, blah. Give me $1. Yeah. And they actually did. And then they also promised a 6-month review. So, like, I booked a consult with Larita. I was like, I'm just a girl. Like, for real, I don't know. And she was like, you got it. So I was like, okay. And it really, so now, like, just don't let the data defeat you, because we're the, it's us controlling the data.
Yep.
You just got to understand it.
Yep.
But once you understand it, I'm telling you, at work, they're not going to want to do this stuff. They're like, we can pay somebody to do this, and that you will. Because now, if you do this every day, all day, you have to take breaks like that. But it's so easy peasy for you. It'll be so easy peasy for you. And it's like everybody else is like, oh my God. But it's like the more you just get to know the data and practice the data, it's kind of just like a habit. But I like it because it's a lot of money. It's like flexibility. And then it's like I can work project to project. I don't have to just sit all day, 8 long hours. Like I can do, it's really worth it is what I'm trying to say. It's worth it to learn this. It's worth it to get it wrong, to get it right. Like it's really worth it to feel really crazy and silly and stupid. Like I don't know what I'm doing, but just keep going. Just keep going because it will make sense at the end of the day. And they pay a lot of money. And when they see in the interviews that you know how to, what an inner joint is, what a left joint, they're like, oh, okay, yeah, she know it. Yeah. What she asking for is like this. Yeah. One more thing, this position actually is an event analyst. So they pay for my travel, reimburse for everything because they need somebody to take the headache, so they, it's actually just a pretty good, once you learn this stuff, it's like they'll pay, work from home, hybrid, whatever, however. So it's really worth it. And it might seem like a headache now, but I don't know, something fun about it. I guess because you know what you're doing, you can figure it out. I feel like a tech girly, like, so.
And then to take it a step further, making mistakes is part of the job. Like, and that's another thing, and that's refreshing, like for you to say as well, like you're in it. Like you're in it every day. Nobody is gonna come to you and be like, do this and it has to be 100% perfect. The expectation is for you to know what you need to do and know how to do it. Now, how you get there is on you. But can you explain what you're doing? Can you talk through what you're doing? And can you do what you say you're doing? Not in a perfect way, but do I understand what I need to do and how to do it? So yeah, I do too. I love that. Shanice said I love that for you. Shanice said the money gonna motivate me every time. Me too. I tell people, and I'm gonna get back because I got one more thing to talk to y'all about. But I tell people all the time, I'm like, I'm gonna stay within the space of data. Like, I'm going to stay within a space of data. I'm going to stay within a space of analytics in some capacity because the salaries that you get, and as you continue, like Akira was saying, as you continue to build your resume, expand your skill set, build your report, you're just going to get more money. Like, you're like, it's just, every role is going to be like a 20 or 30% increase. Like, and it's just going to keep happening. Like every role, one role is gonna be like a 20%, 30%. My student of the month, and I'm actually Kira, I want to do you too for a student of the month. You don't have a choice. But anyway, student of the month for this month, she was in medical claims and she got a triage data analyst role, and her salary increased by 50%. And it's, yeah, and the word gets, it does, because you understand more or less what you're doing. Like, it's like the better you get, you know. But yeah, she right though. She right. I'm gonna let you talk. You ain't saying nothing wrong yet. Nothing wrong yet, baby. Nothing wrong. In 6 months, you
So
need
it
more
might
money.
be hard. Yeah, it might seem, because it's hard to me too. I've been doing data almost 2 years, but this is new to me. But I know that it's just like a roadblock to something new. Every time you learn something new in the data space, it's gonna seem tricky. But like when we learn this, we'll be able to learn more.
Yep.
You know, so it's data is data, and it's gonna look complicated at first, but it's not that. This is not that hard. It's just like putting it all together and practicing.
Yep.
Seriously, like practicing the formulas. That's literally it. Because it's not hard. I'm telling you guys, like it's not hard. It's just kind of confusing because we never seen it before.
Yep, it's new. Yep. I want to bring you in on every class. Go tap it in like how they do at wrestling, and come on in and say your little stuff, and then go off and put your hair behind your ear and get off camera and go on and drink your water.
And don't forget to ask for y'all dollar. I'm telling y'all, ask them people. Ask them people.
Akira came to me before the interview. I said, Akira, you know what you're talking about.
Well, I ain't think I knew what I was talking about then, but they gave me my money.
Shanice said they can't have you, Akira. Oh, I love it. Man, listen, I love it. Did my code make sense to y'all? When y'all saw it like this, did it make sense?
It did. I think it's the joining both. We just gotta go back over. Well, I have to go back over it.
Okay.
Because it makes sense. But I think getting there was where my issue was. Like getting there on the chart part.
Oh. Shanice said she got the name tables and got stuck on the own. Yep. Table names from this table. Left join this table on. What are you joining on? These two fields. And whatever your conditions are, go right underneath here. Where, or where and in. But yeah. This was such a good session. This is actually very easy, which is why I left it for last. This is actually very easy. These are your string functions. String functions is when you get into, really, Akira, you really could probably use this as well. This is where you get into like that data cleansing. They are useful for like creating new data based on what already exists. The three that I'm focusing on today, it's several of them, but the three that I'm focusing on today are combining and replacing. And in order to combine and replace, we don't really even have to apply this unless y'all want to. But in order to combine or replace, you will use a CONCAT. Excel does the literal exact same thing. And CONCAT is essentially, I'm combining this this column and this column. So it's select, concat. You have two values here, or two columns here in your parentheses. And here we have our alias again, as what? Full name. So I'm telling you to take this column and this column, pull them together, concat, as a new column name from my employees table. Excel literally does the exact same thing. And that's why I tell y'all, sometimes I have a lot of people that are obsessed with like, I got to learn this tool. I got to learn that tool. I got to learn this tool. And I'm like, hold up, get really good and really comfortable in one, because your understanding in that tool is going to leverage you in data all the way around. So Excel does concat as well. Core string functions, this is essentially like upper. This allows this column to be uppercase. So select upper column name as uppercase. This is your length. Give me the length of the values in this field. And this one here is a text search. Now, let's do this one because I think that this might be valuable for y'all. This is a text search. This allows you to look in the column where the values are like something. So let's say you have a column and you're looking for somebody named Brittany. And it's like 82 ways to spell the name of Brittany. So you like, I know it's BRI, but I don't know if it's TTNEY, TNEI, TTA. I just see it all kind of way. I don't know. So I'm going to say where, first name, like. Then I'm going to open up my string and I'm going to put my parentheses here. So I'm essentially saying this parentheses can be anything, but as long as it ends in SON. If I take my parentheses and put it at the end, I'm saying as long as it starts with SON, but the parentheses can symbolize anything. It's called a wild card. So let's do this pattern search and matching, and we can be good on that one. Let's find all the doctors that have the last name starts with CAR. We can do it with this right here. By all the doctors whose last name starts with CAR. Which tables did y'all use?
I went to doctors.
Yep.
And then under columns, I did first name, last name.
You did the last name?
Yeah, last name.
Did you get it?
I'm getting it. I'm working on. But I got to that part. Then I'm gonna I guess filter out the rest.
Yep. Use it. We're only looking for doctors with the last name who starts with a CAR. So we would use this syntax here. Yours look like this.
No.
Who said that? Okay.
Me.
We're going to use his last name because that's what we're going to filter by. We filter. This ain't nothing but a filter where this column like this value. And you see it's going to bring back everybody who last name fits that criteria. Now, if I wanted car at the end, I would just do that.
Oh.
Ain't one. Huh?
So I was just saying, oh, got it. Right.
You say you got it?
Yeah, I didn't know I was on. I wasn't on mute. Sorry about that.
Oh, you good. But yeah, where this ain't nothing but a filter. I meant to do it the other way. This ain't nothing but a filter where this column like this value. And this is the way, also a good way to example of this is, you know how you have like Control F on like Word or Excel? This is literally like the same type of concept. If I'm trying to find quote unquote something, this allows me to find that data in that table using that column. Nope. Any questions about today? Y'all did real good. Real good. Oh, let me post my consultation. If you haven't scheduled some time with me, feel free to do that. Oh, that's not the right thing. Feel free to do that if you need. I know we've already gone through our do the current student. So, because y'all get free consultation. But anyway, do the current student one. But anyway, I know we've already gone through the career coaching sessions and things like that. So if you need to talk through some things with me, want to talk through something you saw on LinkedIn, some questions like about this, or either one of our last sessions, something not quite clicking, whether it is like practicing or on your portfolio, just put some time on my calendar so we can talk through it, so I can make sure you feel supported as you navigate this space. Next session, we got window functions, CTEs, and joins. We did join. Window functions, CTEs, and views. Now, the same way I was telling y'all about joins, window functions are hard. I'm not even gonna hold you. I was an analytics engineer. That means I was had been doing the work for 9 years and still didn't get window function. And I'm not telling you in a way that's to be discouraging, because show up and at least get exposed to them. But I'm telling you in a way to set your expectations. Don't have the expectation to grasp the concept of a window function. Those get into more of your advanced concepts. But I do like to expose you all to them, and I do like to give you all the opportunity to apply them, because I think it helps leverage your understanding of other things as well. Especially if you are in a data adjacent role and you see somebody else's code and you might recognize it or something like that, I think it's good for you in that space. But y'all did real good. Real good. How y'all feel? Okay? Okay.
Yeah.
Did Akira make y'all feel better?
Yeah, she inspired me. So thanks, Akira.
Y'all welcome, because I'm very much a realist. So I'm being honest with y'all for real. It's a very lucrative data period. So yeah.
I'm happy.
I'm Rita, I'm not changing it. I dipped my big toe in, And I love it here. No phones, no
Man.
to solve all that customer. Nah, it's like it's a really great place to be within the field. Anything data. I do like what we're doing in data. I really do actually like, because you get your own rhythm, and then you just. I need something with a flexible schedule, or something where I'm in control of my schedule. As y'all can see, I got a lot of kids, and I got a lot of happy kids. So it's like they need me, you know. So I this does it for me, for real. I hope y'all stick with it and don't get discouraged, because it's.
Oh no, I will. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm happy I have a job. I'd rather not be on the phone. Like I do like onboarding, patient onboarding, and I just don't want to do it.
Fuck nowadays.
Yeah, and it's okay.
I don't want to do it. I want to go behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Just like you said, they won't teach you. You know, like they can't teach you. My our director, she's trying to start like a mentorship program, and she already knows I'm interested in doing, more data route. And once she is able to do it, she'll get everything set up. But I mean, they're having layoffs and stuff right now, so it's just like, I am gonna leave. I'm gonna get another job somewhere. But I'm just tired of doing it, and I think data is probably gonna be the best route for me to take. So I don't want to be on the phones. You're right. I'm tired of talking to patients. I'm tired. I'm tired of teaching them. I just don't want to do it.
I did it for years and years, and I was like, you know what? Because I did phones, customer service, and I did tech help desk, and then I realized that was tech, and then I started doing more cleanup. And it just kind of flowed.
Yeah.
And I got paid more every time, so it's just like, yeah. But you also have to have a really good mentor or person, because sometimes they gatekeep within our community in this field, and you have to really use discernment to see who you want to learn from, because you will get steered in a direction that may not be the best. But I'm telling you, like, the way Maria is breaking this stuff down, just her energy, period, like I'm here for it. And I told her before I took it with somebody else, I was
me too.
jacked up attitude. I didn't push you out in class, because it's like, if you're here to help, y'all, give me a minute. Go back in the room for 1 second, please. If you're here to help me, I shouldn't feel like that. You know what I'm saying? So it and then once you learn these things, you can go and be a help if you choose to. Like, you can do so many different directions, because, like I said, they're not going to teach you this at work. They're just not. Because they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to do it. And even in school, like, it doesn't go this in depth like this. Seriously, you'll learn but you really have to learn from experience with work. But they don't teach you at work, so it's like
And some of them lie a lot too. Like with Larita, she was the first one who was like actually telling the truth. Like, you're just not gonna take a bunch of certificate programs and think you know how to do. You're gonna be a data analyst, like just like that. Boom, your jobs. Be a data analyst in 30 days. Things like that. And I was just like, she sounds a little bit different. So I started, going on her lives. And I was like, wait a minute, I like her. And it was between her and this white guy, and I was just like, I like Larita better. And plus, I want to be black owned. So, but I like that she really told the truth. And just like what you're saying to Carrie, just telling the plumb, honest truth. Like, these people out here lying and trying to take your money. It's so crazy.
They do. And it's unfortunate it's been sold like that. Like, it's been sold like, okay, I can just go watch a few videos and then I'm going to know exactly what you're talking about. But when you in there and you start seeing stuff, you're like, it don't work like that, baby. Them certificates don't be worth nothing.
They're like, okay, I need this, a list of these. You be like, or a K-lookup chart. You like, what? SQL, Tableau, like, I don't know any of that. So it's just like, you may get the job, but the pay and things like that, if you don't know what you're talking about, they're going to know that you don't know what you're talking about. And there are other people that know what they're talking about. So it's like, you could probably finesse to get where you're going, but it's so much harder. Imagine getting a data analyst job like this, and then you don't know what you're doing on the job every day. Of course, it's going to be stressful. Of course, you're going to hate that. Of course, you're going to, oh my God, what is this? But like, those certificates may help, but they want to know that you know how to actually do the work.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to even, especially entry level, you don't have to be perfect at it, but if you can explain what you're going to do, sometimes they might help, but the way that we're getting help like this is no. You'll never get a person to walk you through how to understand this stuff. You'll never get that.
Yeah.
Or the practice, the ability to practice, because that's what it is. You can get the knowledge, but you just have to practice.
Mm-hmm.
It becomes so much easier once you watch the classes a few times. You're gonna be like, okay, yeah. But for the weekly coding challenges and stuff, you're gonna be like, yeah, you'll be able to do it for real. So, but yeah, I'm excited and I'm learning with y'all. I don't know how to do this stuff either. Like, I don't want y'all to think I've been there, done that. I don't know how. It's new to me as well, So, but the way she explains it, man, I'm glad I made the investment, and I can't wait to refer people out to this, because it's a really good, very cheap investment, might I add. Yeah, as well. So, like, price wise, like, you get a bang for your buck for sure. You get a lot of resources to help, because even with this, the career prep aspect, what?
Yeah.
Would have been lost. I would have never asked for my dollar.
Yeah.
I would have just been out here being paid, so, because this is, you gotta get compensated for it. Now, don't get it twisted. You gonna, because at the may get a headache, you may just be overwhelmed, you might be overstimulated, you're in front of a screen, so it's but yeah, just knowing how to prep the LinkedIn and the resumes and stuff, that was like the cherry on top to actually, being confident about this stuff that you're learning, how to market yourself. Like, I could go on, but I'm not gonna go on, y'all. But y'all do.
Thank you, Akira. Thank you, Akira.
I'm glad y'all here for real. I'm glad I'm here, because I didn't know, I don't just have money like that to invest in myself right now. But I'm glad that I did, because it's it's gonna get us where we need to be for sure.
Thank you.
Just being the field for a year and a half, 2 years, it's like these people don't want to do the work because it's work.
And you see things differently. Like, once you start seeing things differently, like once stuff starts looking different, it's kind of like, okay,
it's so easy.
Yeah, this what's going on.
Yep, and it's better than manually, because when I first started data, I had to manually go in and do all of this stuff. Like, if I wanted to pull a list of all the doctors with the last names, I had to manually go and do that. I didn't have the means back to do the formulas. We didn't have these systems and stuff like that. So I kind of learned like that. So now that I'm seeing this, I'm like, it helps to have these systems in play, and also be with a company that's big enough to budget in having these systems and stuff for you, so you don't have to do it.
Right.
But yeah. Okay, y'all, that's all I got.
I love it. I ain't even gonna say nothing. You get the mic. I don't care nothing about that.
You're back like,
Shanice said, "Are you remote?" I think she hybrid. Are you hybrid?
So my previous position, I was hybrid. Go in 3 days, work from home 2 days, but I could pick whatever 3 days I want. If I didn't make it in the third day, okay. This new position is hybrid as well, but it's 50% travel,